even if you get, a fraction of that, I'm estimating conservatively like $30K in 12 months, maybe, like probably a lot more.
I figure that right now, I'm looking at, I think that's a $40,000 idea.
That's got to be worth 200 inspections, a healthy 77,000.
I think that's going to be the easiest thing for me to implement. I really think it'll double our business, so probably a good 100,000.
The right now method, that was gold right there. I love that. That's definitely going to happen right away. I'm definitely implementing that right away. I figure that right now I'm looking at, I think that's a $40,000 idea. And then probably a lot of people are already doing this. I'm going to do more realtor meetings. Like I don't do enough of them, but I'm out in the field, so I think that's an $80,000 right now. I mean, like right now, but like, into the future, it's like a rolling ball going down the hill. It just gathers more steam. So this year it's 80. Next year it could be whatever. I mean, it could be double that.
All right, so I hope this doesn't go out too far because these ideas are good and I don't want everybody else to do them. The first one's buying competitors' phone numbers, or at least getting on that waiting list. That is such an easy win. Just call your phone company, right? I'm gonna figure out how to do it. I'll tell you probably tomorrow. And even if you get, a fraction of that, I'm estimating conservatively like $30K in 12 months, maybe, like probably a lot more.
So it won't be a shocker. The first one's going to be obviously getting a call center into our life, right? I think even today with Mike and I here and I'm answering the phone, Bobby is gone. And I can just see the missed calls coming in right now as we speak because I'm the one that usually answers them and I don't have a backup. Impact on that, 6 figures? I don't know, right? I mean, easily. The other one is really cutting, from what I kind of gathered from the group, expenses. And I think, honestly, we could probably just trim about $50K off of that.
Well, the biggest thing I came for was referrals. I got right now, I got to figure that's worth $100,000. The other thing is not so much getting the phone numbers, but contacting agents. Do you know anybody who's going out of business, closing down? That's got to be worth 200 inspections, a healthy 77,000.
Mine is the resetting staff expectations and accountability. I easily think that we can cut $50,000 in expenses simply by reallocating people and using them and redeploying them in a different place. Then the other one was hiring a digital marketing person. I was just looking at how much we were spending using a third-party contractor to do a lot of that work. And it's and then taking that 20 hours a week that they're not working for us and outsourcing them to agents, I think that's a $40,000 to $50,000 swing simply by me just front loading a digital person 40 hours a week working in our office.
Doing the agent referrals with the gift card follow-up, I think that's going to be the easiest thing for me to implement. I really think it'll double our business, so probably a good 100,000. And then trying to do the succeeding in doing the calling the top 50 agents once a month. I think we could probably get a good 50K out of that. So not too hard to do, and I think it'll have a pretty big impact.
Paring it down is a hard thing, but well guard. I mean, in my area, I get requests for, hey, do you know who does well testing? All the time. Lots of wells in my area. So very easy for me to implement, I believe. And, just from just a small conservative number, 20 grand, And the other takeaway, I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people like me, and that's priceless.
So mine, again, is using Realtor and Zillow and some of the web services to identify your top producing agents and make contact with those. I think it's pretty easy. At least a $20,000 to $30,000 a year idea. And then also tracking client leads. I've already sent an email to the call center to try to get that implemented. So it's a very easy idea. $10,000 a year easy.
Buying the phone number specifically, I'm thinking about the gentleman that approached me recently. So I feel like I could easily implement his phone number and do about $10,000 off that one.
So on buying competitors' phone numbers, but actually what I think I'm going to do is make some phone calls and see if they're still in business. And then I'll try to reach out and get those phone numbers. And I think we can make about $20,000 picking up some of those other businesses. And the other one is I actually took down Jonathan's list, and I can pull those numbers in very easily and just really drill down on them and see if I can save us any money.
The automated video for the warranty, right? If I can get 10% out of that should add in another, maybe 25K a year added onto that. So that should be pretty easy to implement.
Setting up 20 to 30 offices per week, 70 per month total with candy bowls, pens, materials. I figure over the next year it should be worth around at least $100,000.
The one that came out on top for me was make a number of videos to show more about our culture or messages that we want to have out there. Just gets us touch points, and people do like to watch videos. My second highest one was Matterport. Thank you so much. By the way, that first one I think that would make us only 100,000. On Matterport, I can see 50K there, but part of that, the reason I was so interested in it was I'm starting to get back into the 203K business. I was just bragging about a new architectural drafting software. I have to admit, I probably spent at least a week and a half just drawing a 3-story building accurately from my on-site notes and how much time that took me. So that's going to be golden.
For me, it's the trusted partners. Estimated value be about 50K a year. And then the top 25 agents, going after them. So 50K on the estimate, impact would be a 10, ease of implement will be a 5 for a 15.
The first one I wrote down was a full-time marketer. I want to make sure Susan was in the room for that one. Now I put estimated value at $41,000, but I figure that's the payroll of the full-time marketer. The second one is add CE classes from Preferred Systems. Actually, today I've been in touch with Preferred Systems, and they still have me in their system. Estimated value, $500,000. The last one I have is after watching Craig's presentation, is to add USPs to your presentation. Estimated value, that'd be the $1 million.